8:01.
8:01. I'd like to open up the meeting at 8:01. Please rise for a flag salute and then a moment of silence, please. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Everybody, please be seated. Statement of notice.
I hereby announce that pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided in the annual meeting notice, which was transmitted to the Asbury Park Press and the Trenton Times, posted on the Public Announcements Bulletin Board in Town Hall, and filed in the office of the Township Clerk on December 21st, 2023.
Thank you. Roll call.
Committee Person Eric Davis is absent. Deputy Mayor Chris Morris.
Here.
Committee Person Tara Zabrowski is absent. Committee Person Jeff Zeiner.
Present.
Mayor Alfaro.
Here.
All attendees and participants agreed to conduct themselves in a manner appropriate for public gathering. Individual speakers should be advised that no right of privacy protects a person's public comments made in a public forum. Accordingly, all participants bear responsibility for their own statement and commentary. Resolutions. Resolution 24-150, resolution to read budget by title only.
I'll make the motion to adopt.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call.
Deputy Mayor Morris,
Yes.
Committee Person Zeiner,
Yes.
Mayor Farrow.
Yes.
We now have the presentation of the 2024 municipal budget.
Okay, I'd like to open it up. Affidavit of publication is presented. I'd like to open up to the public.
First, we're going to have the presentation, and then we'll open up to the public,
Okay.
okay?
Want to get the two?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Melissa Pierbone. I'm the Deputy CFO for Millstone Township. Tonight, we have a small budget presentation for our 2024 municipal budget that we'll be adopting. Our first page here, we have a 2024 summary. We have the net valuation taxable estimated, then the prior year was the actual, 2023, the change, and the percent. Next is the local amount to be raised by taxation, estimated until the county strikes the tax rate. 2023, the change was $671,000, 15%. The local municipal tax rate actually went up. The change is 1 penny for this year from last year. The tax collection rate is roughly about the same, 98.8. Last year was 98.89. The penny impact for 2024 is estimated to give a total of $212,000. Last year it was $192,000, a change of $19,000. Our average home assessment is currently at $535,000. Last year it was $534, change of roughly $900. So with the 2024 tax budget, the average home will be paying $1,252.82 for the year. Last year was $1,191.90. The change is an additional $60.92 from last year, which is a change of 5.1%. So this is just the municipal tax, not county or school. Some of the accomplishments that we discussed for the 2020 budget were we wanted to include road improvements, increase open space through our open space tax, continued financial support for our first aid operations, and we have acquired an additional shared service with our tax assessor, and that would be with Middletown Township. The next slide just gives you key personnel, our township committee,
Oh.
and our municipal,
Where am I going?
whoop, municipal officials.
Don't touch the keyboard. Good.
Yep. So some of our 2024 budget goals were minimal tax rate increase to offset the rising costs of goods and debts and costs. Construct a budget that provides the required services but limits the financial impact to residents. Include required capital improvements for upkeep in the community without incurring new debt, which was extremely important to our township committee. So this year we have, again, fully funded our capital improvements, and we will not be issuing any debt this year. Address continuing emergency medical services for our first aid operations, and we are always looking to improve in energy efficiency. The next is our annual net valuation taxable. You can see we've had small annual increases this past year. From 23 to 24, we did see a substantial jump, which is due to the warehouse that has become local rateable. Our local municipal tax rate, you can see in pink, last year was 22.2, and our local tax rate will be 23.4 for this year. Next slide just shows you our annual tax collection percentages. As you can see, they've been steadily in the 98 range, high 98s. Last year was 98.89, 22 was 98.89, 23 was 98.82, so 98.88. So they've been pretty steady. General revenue. Fund balance, as you can see last year, due to the fully funded capital improvement authorizations, last year we did 3 million. This year we're doing 2.6 million, and that comes from our surplus. Grants we're utilizing in the budget, 258,000. Interest on investments, we're far exceeding that so far this year, that number that we've estimated. Miscellaneous revenues, that includes license and fees, interest on tax, our cable and Verizon franchise fees, municipal courts, 30, property taxes is 4.9 compared to 4.2 last year. Receipts from delinquent taxes are the same. We had a slight increase this year for revenue in state aid. Our telecom tower lease, that's a cell tower that we lease on township land, and there's a slight increase every year. And then our uniform construction code. So total revenues are $10,295,000. So this is our adopted budget appropriations, our 10-year trend. As you can see, the last 2 years, it's been much higher than prior years. And that's because we did not finance any debt, and we did fully funded capital improvement funds, so which gets itemized in the budget. So, which you can see why 2024, we have another fully funded ordinance, 23, and also in 22, we had a 300,000 funded ordinance. This is an analysis of our appropriations in green. So our total general operations inside cap, which is generally all our salary and wage, operating expenses for all our departments. The pink outside cap, that's our shared services. Currently, we have a shared service with our fire department for the first aid services and our tax assessor, court. We have capital improvements outside cap of 1.26 million. That's for our fully funded capital improvement ordinance. Our municipal debt service is also included outside cap. We will be paying another $2.42 million in towards our debt service. And then reserve fund collected taxes, $850. This is just a brief description of our capital improvement program. We generally budget, because we are over 10,000 in residents, we have to budget for the next 6 years. This is not a funding authorization, it's just what we're looking to possibly do in the next 6 years. Once everything's analyzed, the capital plan changes from year to year. So if you look right now in our budget, for the next, from 2024 through 2029, we have capital projects for public works, an estimated 1.4 million. Improvements to the township buildings and grounds, which includes all municipal buildings, our parks buildings, 1.4. And we are looking for our road improvement program, 3.6 million. So this is our debt management. This is our net debt as a percentage of a 3-year average equalized valuation. As you can see, in 2020, we had our highest. In 2020, we actually bonded. It was our last year that we bonded our debt, which was, we also did a 2.5 million capital ordinance. So that was our highest year. So as you see, each year we've come down. In 2022, we started fully funding ordinances at 300,000. And 2023, and we will not be incurring any debt again this year. So we've estimated that in 2024 will go down to 0.647, which, as you can see, in the past 10 years will be our lowest net debt average. I actually went back to 2003. It was 0.765. 2012 was 1.068, and 2011 was 1.05. So we will be historically our lowest debt.
So we're going in the right direction.
Correct. Here is an estimated property tax rate summary. If we've broken down the average home assessment, your 70% of your bill will go towards the school. The next chunk is 11.6 of your tax bill will go to the county. 10% next goes to the municipality. The next is 5.5%, the special district. That's actually our fire department. And then following our municipal open space tax, 2.6. So the average homeowner for 2024 will pay $1,252.82 a year, or it comes down to $106.90 per month for the municipal tax. This is just an example of some of our services that are offered through the municipal building, construction, obviously our code enforcement, constructions, inspections, recreation. We do dog licensing, recreation programs. We notarize documents. We also run the township website. We have a public access channel that meetings are on for township meetings, planning board meetings, board of adjustment meetings. We have email blasts. We also have a emergency blast that we now have a service in town for. We have public safety, plus all the work that Public Works, this includes Public Works of the repairs, snow removal, park maintenance, vital statistics, our community events. We have Memorial Day Parade, we have the Veterans Day service, we also have Millstone Day and holiday lighting. We continue to offer the recycling collection every other Wednesday. We have a recycling drop-off at the recycling yard, which is also open Wednesday during the week, 11 to 3, including weekends. We now have included we've added the dog license for credit card. So the township continues to collaborate effort to manage new challenges and priorities. We continue to review of our appropriations every year. We seek shared services and cost reduction opportunities, research additional revenue sources. I mean, when you think about the budget, it's really a team effort. It starts with the department heads. They all meet and they submit their budgets. Kevin and I review, go over any changes. We also do a budget workshop with the Township Committee, and we really go line by line and analyze and discuss changes.
Is that common to do, go line by line?
For us, it is.
For us, it is. It's something that we've been doing since I've
Is that because we're transparent?
been here. So, we try to, obviously, we explain any changes in increased appropriations or decreased appropriations, where we've moved. We try to go through, we've moved some services outside cap with our county. We do a shared service with them, repairing vehicles and things like that. So it is a big team effort to really compile the budget.
And when we do the budget workshop, that's the opportunity for the public to ask
So the
questions?
budget, yes, the budget workshop is open. That's where we talk about any issues, if any changes. It is open to the public this year. We had the Township Committee. It was actually held at the municipal building. As you know, we did go line by line. We talked about our revenue, we talked about our appropriations, and we discussed our capital improvement.
Thank you.
So for 2023, the ranking in Monmouth County, Millstone ranked number 5 out of 53 for the lowest municipal local purposes tax rate, behind Spring Lake, Seagirt, Lock Arbor, and Deal. So obviously for 2024, the ranking in Monmouth County will be determined. And if anybody has any questions or comments, I'll be glad
Yeah.
to.
Just, if you go to the prior slide, just to let everybody know, there are how many municipalities in New Jersey?
565.
565 municipalities, and we're ranked 5, correct?
In Monmouth
That's just
County.
from
Monmouth
5 out of
County.
53 in Monmouth
Monmouth
County,
County.
yeah.
So, do you know what the ranking is for all of New Jersey?
No.
Okay.
I have to-
So if you look at all those towns that are ranked higher than us, Spring Lake, Seagirt, Lock Harbor, Deal, we're 37 square miles.
Mhm.
We have 244 lanes
Miles
of
of roads,
roads,
yeah.
et cetera, et cetera. So there's,
And how much
you know,
open space?
compare one to another. Not that we can't improve, but it is, significantly.
It's hard to compare in New Jersey, 'cause some of the municipalities, unfortunately, you don't have a sewer utility. Some municipalities, the sewer utility is built into the taxes. You don't have a police department, you're fortunate. Others, it's the biggest piece of their budget. So it's hard you'd have to find a comparable town. Like Kevin said, we're 37 square miles. We don't have a police department, we don't have utilities, any of that stuff. So it's hard to compare.
Yeah, because you're not comparing apples to apples.
That's why when you see these articles in the newspaper, and they talk about the tax rates, well, you gotta look into one of the communities I have, their entire sewer bill is built into the taxes. In addition, they own the electric utility. 25% of their budget is financed by the profit from the electric utility. So when you look at the Home News, Asbury Park Press, Star Ledger, I know because I'm knowledgeable. You look at it it's not really, you really gotta find comparable places. I don't know what would be the most comparable here, maybe a Home Dell or a,
Upper Freehold, I would think.
yeah, so,
Comparable.
but the barometer really is municipal tax per average residential unit. That's really what it comes down to.
Right, and we're low,
$109 a month here.
which is nothing for all the services that we provide.
So,
So I'd like to personally thank Melissa because, she did a great job putting it all together, pull it together, and it hasn't been easy trying to, grab numbers, trying to grab, what are the priorities from everybody that's represented here. And it's not an easy thing to do, but she did a great job again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We thank you.
Thank you.
And we actually, to her credit, and we had 3 little tiny comments from the state, of which none of them were our fault. Okay? So they were looking for documents that were already sent to them on their computer system.
Well, listen, we'll take those easy ones.
Yep, yep.
So.
Great job.
Yeah, kudos to you guys. You guys have anything to say? Are you good? Thank you very much. All right, at this time, I'd like to open it up to the public at
22.
Thank you. If anybody would like to come up and ask any questions about the budget? Okay. About the budget? Okay. Being that there's nobody here at the public portion for the budget only, we're going to close it out. We will have another public portion. At?
8:22.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we have Resolution 24-151, which is adopting the 2024 municipal budget.
Can I have a motion to adopt the table, please?
I move to adopt.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call.
Committee Person Ziner,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Morris,
Yes.
Mayor Farrow.
Yes.
Okay, so the budget is adopted. Resolutions, all matters listed under item consent agenda are considered routine by the Township Committee and will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. There will be no separate discussion on these items. If discussion is desired of any item, that item will be considered separately. 24-152, resolution authorizing execution of a third amended shared service agreement between the Township of Millstone and the Millstone Township Fire District. 24-153, resolution authorizing the issuance of alcohol beverage 2024-2025 license for the Loyal Order of Moose Jackson Lodge number 1459, license number 1331007-001. 24-154, resolution appointing full-time DPW laborer without CDL. 24-155, resolution appointing full-time DPW laborer with CDL. 24-156, payment of vouchers, June 19, 2024. 24-157, resolution authorizing the renewal of alcohol beverage 2024-2025 license for Domile Restaurant Corp., license number 1332-33003011. 24-158, resolution directing tax collector to refund real estate taxes listed on Schedule A. 24-159, resolution authorizing the renewal of alcohol beverage 2024-2025 license for Indus Holding Inc., trading as By Right Liquors, license number 1332-44004007. 24-160, resolution appointing full-time deputy chief financial officer. 24-161, resolution authorizing the renewal of alcohol beverage 2024-2025 license for Vesuvius Family Restaurant LLC, license number 1332-33001010.
Thank you. Motion to adopt the table, please.
I'll make the motion to adopt.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you. Roll call.
Committee Person Ziner,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Morris,
Yes.
Mayor Farrow.
Yes.
Reports from various departments.
Skip the resolution.
Yeah,
Got resolution 24-162.
yeah, how come it's not in, oh, you know why? Because I was using the wrong. Apologize. Okay, I need your packet. You don't have it either. Oh my goodness. Resolution 24-162, resolution granting an extension of current mining permit for Buck Mining and Materials, Inc., Block 28, lots 11 and 13.01 to July 17, 2024.
Just want to note that pursuant to Township Code, Chapter 22, 22-4.2, an application for the issuance of a mining permit shall be filed with the Township Clerk not later than 30 days before the hearing, which is the first township meeting in June. It's my understanding that the application in this instance was submitted to the township on June 13th, meaning that it was not timely. As a result, the municipal engineer has not had an opportunity to review and/or inspect and issue a report and recommendation to the governing body. Secondly, just want to make the applicant who's here aware that pursuant to Township Code 22-4.1 subsection I, that no mining permit will be issued until the applicant has submitted proof that it is current in the payment of real estate taxes on the subject property. I understand the current mining permit expires June 30th, 2024, and that is why the resolution is being addressed or discussed now.
Do we have a copy of the resolution?
It's in your packet, yes.
Okay.
So we don't have the engineering report?
No.
Correct.
No.
And we don't know the status of his tax delinquency either.
That's
Here.
the whole packet.
However, his current one expires June 30th, 2024. So the resolution that's on the agenda is a temporary extension until the next Township Committee meeting, July 17th.
Oh, that's what I was looking for. What's the date so this is just extending it 30 days from today?
Well, no, it's
No.
not 30
Less
days,
than
immediately,
30.
just to the next Township Committee meeting.
Oh, next township committee meeting.
You can, yeah.
So that will give them enough time to, submit the report. If it hasn't been submitted, it'll give enough time for our township engineer to review it, give us feedback on the condition of the mine, as well as the delinquent tax situation for you to remedy that. So with that said, do I have a motion to adopt the table?
I'll make the motion to adopt.
I'll second.
Just 1 second, Kathleen, let me catch up to where I was. Okay, roll call?
Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Committee Person Ziner?
Yes.
And Mayor Farrell?
Yes.
Okay. Reports from various departments for May 2024. Tax collector, $10,607,057.64. Clerk's report, $9,444. Dog license, $468. Municipal court, $9,172.18. Recreation, $131,153.38. Construction for April was $41,060. COA for April was $4,276. Construction for May was $34,200, and COA for May was $12,843. Also attached is the 2024 interest revenue.
Thank you. Motion to file?
I move to file.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Okay, Township Committee minutes. The regular meeting minutes of May 15, 2024. And absent was Mayor Farrell.
Okay.
I'll make the motion to adopt.
Motion to adopt the table, thank you.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call?
Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Committee Person Ziner?
Yes.
Mayor Farrell.
Abstain.
Executive meeting minutes, May 15, 2024, and again, Mayor Farrell was absent.
Okay. Motion to adopt the table?
I move to adopt.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Excuse me one second, just to interrupt. Jerry actually has another engagement, so if you don't mind, I think he's...
If you don't need me for anything, or you want to ask questions?
I asked them if they had any questions,
Okay.
and you guys did such a great job, we have no
They-
questions.
They did the job. They did.
Thank you very much.
I just
Thank you.
verified the numbers, that's all.
So we're in good fiscal shape?
I think so.
No.
Not I
No,
think.
Not I think.
No. We are, your capital plan is good, okay, if that's where you want to go in terms of paying cash.
Mhm.
If you could do, few towns can do it, but you can get, it takes a while, but it's a good plan.
Right, and we're on the right track.
I would say if that's where everyone wants to go, yeah, that's a good way to do it. You gotta kind of ease the debt out and then phase up your capital appropriation, and it saves a whole lot of money.
Yeah, then
The
that's,
bond lawyer won't be too happy, but that's okay.
that's all right. With Melissa's guidance, we're gonna keep doing it.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jack.
Thank
Happy
you.
summer.
We were on roll call vote.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Committee Person Ziner?
Yes.
Mayor Farrow?
Abstain.
Okay, we have executive meeting minutes, June 5th, 2024, but Deputy Mayor Morris and Committee Person Ziner were absent, so these are going to have to be tabled.
Okay, so we're gonna table it. Motion to table, please.
I move to table.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you.
Committee Person Ziner?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
And Mayor Farrow?
Yes.
Okay, they'll be tabled to the July 17, 2024 Township Committee meeting. Regular meeting minutes, June 5th, 2024, and same thing.
Move to table.
Move to table. Motion to table.
Motion to table.
Yes, thank you.
Second.
Okay, roll call.
Committee Person Ziner?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Morris?
Yes.
Mayor Farrow?
Yes.
Okay, these are going to be tabled to July 17, 2024 TC Township Committee meeting. Application for a raffle license, PTO, Freehold Township High School Patriots, RA number 322, on-premise 50/50 raffle to be held on July 29, 2024 at Charleston Springs Golf Course, 101 Woodville Road, Millstone, New Jersey.
Motion to approve the table.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Thank you. I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
PTO Freehold Township High School Patriots, RA number 322, on-premise merchandise raffle to be held on July 29, 2024 at Charleston Springs Golf Course, 101 Woodville Road, Millstone, New Jersey, 08535. And that RA number is 323, I apologize.
Okay, motion to approve the table.
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You caught up, Kathleen?
Yes.
Okay, liaison reports? Jeff?
Last month's open space and ag meeting boards were postponed.
Okay.
I have nothing.
Okay, I have nothing either. New business? Okay, old business? Okay. Comments from the dais? You wanna?
No, I think everything's going well. I think, now that we have the budget, we can start setting up the roads, what need to be done. We've got some DOT funding for Stillhouse and Payne Island Springs. We put in for next round for Spring Road and Cars Tavern Road. Obviously, the DOT only gives us funding for arterial roads, so developments and all that don't come into play there. So now we have to sit down and go throughout the town and try to assess which roads are in the worst shape and which ones need to be fixed, imminently, and try to work it. And hopefully, the price of fuel starts coming down, and we can stretch it out as far as we can.
Yeah, like we did a few years ago.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you. All right, at this time, I'd like to open it up to the public. At
8:35.
8:35.
You would step to the microphone.
Oh, I got to turn that on.
Just right here. It's just.
This has to be pressed in. Screen.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
State your name and your address, please.
Anthony Lombardino, 14 Holdman Place. And I'm here representing some of the residents of the development adjacent to Buck Mining. That development, the big concern we have a number of concerns, but the biggest concern we have is that Pine Hill Road, this section of Pine Hill Road that should have been paved years ago, has not been paved. It's my understanding that that's the section that Buck Mining uses with its trucks, and it tears up the road terribly, and that road is in horrendous condition. It's more potholes than it is road at this point. It's been patched many times, and the patches are coming up as well. My understanding is that that was supposed to be paved several years ago, but it was held off because it was felt that since Buck Mining tears up the road, that they should be participating or contributing to the cost of repaving that area. Then my understanding was that Buck Mining's permit was up last July, and so the decision was that it would be paved after they left, so that, again, the road would not be torn up by their trucks. Then their permit was extended, and so the road was not paved again. Now, it turns out that Pine Hill was paved from Stillhouse Road up to the entrance to Buck Mining, but the section of Pine Hill Road out to Millstone Road is still in terrible shape. So basically, we're here to say, we really need to have that road paved, and we'd like the township committees.
I agree with you. That's
Yeah.
on a very short list of roads that, top of the list that needs to be
Yeah,
addressed.
it really does need to be paved. The wear and tear on the vehicles, as a matter of fact, it's just an eyesore for the township. I've had a guest come up that road and turn around because they thought it was a badly maintained industrial driveway. They didn't realize it was an entrance to a residential property. The other thing that I want, and by the way, I want to thank Kevin, Mr. Abernathy. He met with us about a lot of these issues that we had and spent the time with us about a month ago, and really appreciate the time he spent with us to go over these to-do items. The other is that a while back, Buck Mining exited onto Baird Road. They changed the exit for a time, and I don't know how long that lasted. But it seemed to make a hell of a lot more sense to us as residents that an industrial mine would exit onto a main road rather than a residential road. They still have to get onto Millstone Road, and sometimes we're stuck behind a couple of trucks because we're waiting for them to get onto Millstone Road. And I'm wondering why that wasn't continued. Why wouldn't they exit onto Baird Road?
I don't know the answer to that.
That is actually another mine's property, and
Oh, it
I
is?
think they've actually closed that particular mine. And so it's a question what's going to be done with that property for going forward as well.
Okay. I just think that some of these things should be considered, since you're considering the renewal of the Buck Mining's permit, that maybe some of these things ought to be looked at at
One
the
of
time.
Anthony's other concerns was on Millstone Road, when you come out, there's a telephone pole, but it doesn't have a light, like a street light. And it's pretty dark in that area with the trees and stuff, so we reached out to JCP&L to see what we could do about getting one there for more of a safety concerns than anything else.
Yeah, that would be great. Okay, that's all I had. for
So
tonight.
just to remind you, the resolution we passed to allow them to function is only until June 17th.
July.
July
July
17th.
17th.
July
Yes.
17th, thank you. Thank you for the correction. So it's,
Still up in the air.
exactly.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So we'll watch this, we'll monitor it, we'll make sure that our township engineers do their due diligence. We'll make sure that, Kevin's on it, if Buck Mining is tearing up the roads and that they're not doing their required fixing of the roads because that they're responsible for it, we're gonna make them do it.
Okay. It's just that, another 6-month or 8-month delay on that road would be, unsustainable. We really need to have that done.
Yeah, but now that the budget's passed, but that is very high on the list.
I appreciate it.
And
Thank
that's
you.
the next township committee meeting is July 17th.
Yeah, so if you'd like to come at that one, you're more than welcome.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
How you doing? I'm William from Buck Mining. I guess you brought it to the table, we're gonna be extended till July 17th? Okay. I did speak with Matt about the road, we're going back and forth. So, one of the things we were thinking of doing was patching it again, because if we're still running the trucks, I don't wanna spend all that money, and then it gets busted up again. I don't know who did the drainage on that road, but that road we never had a problem until that was done. And now it seems like everything underneath is starting to loosen up. Now, we did have Miko last year, I think it was. They paved over it, they cleaned up the road, they put down just a, to make it better. But when Mac comes back, I think he's on
He's on
vacation or
vacation,
something. we're gonna sit down and discuss, because I said to him that maybe we could split the costs,
All right,
mill it, pave it.
let's get down, sit down and discuss it with Matt and, involve Kevin.
Yeah.
And then, prior to the next meeting in July, I'd like to get this all hashed out.
Yeah, like I said, as soon as he gets back, whatever, because I need to know what else he would like from us. I know we're gonna get caught up on the taxes, that's something we're working on now, but it's just been rough, financially. That's why we were late sending the permit in. I wanted to make sure the money was there, so when I gave you the checks, they didn't bounce.
Okay.
But we're working on it. We've been in contact with Campo, with the Parks Department. I believe Rutgers University is also interested in buying the property.
I have a meeting with them
July 10th.
July 10th. I don't know, it's not necessarily to buy it, but I think he's
Well,
explaining some of the geological
Right.
nuances of that particular property that aren't anywhere else in the state.
Yeah.
So I think he wants to try to at least talk with the county, will be there, the owners will be there, or representatives, and so we're just gonna sit and talk about it, and, I know they do have it on the market as well for sale,
This is Campo.
correct?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, somebody was telling me they listed as commercial property. Or
Correct,
something.
for housing or whatnot, so, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just saw the listing and brought to my attention, but they have representatives going to meet with us, with the county and with the state as well, so.
Is that advertised properly? It's commercial?
I don't get into legal, if some real estate agent posts
From
something,
what I
I'm not
understand
getting
now.
involved in that.
Okay.
It's not.
It's
I
not,
think
it's not zone commercial.
It could be just something they're doing to raise the value of the property. I know they weren't happy with the county, what they offered them.
PCD.
So now with Rutgers maybe getting involved to do something, maybe they're gonna do a joint venture with the parks, I don't know, but.
You've been before us for numerous years, and we've always asked you an ETA when you were going to shut down the mine and start restoration. And you throw out some, dates and times, but it never gets met. Do you have something that's more concrete to let us know exactly when?
We were discussing that today, that this would probably be the last 2 years we're done. So, and I've been doing certain areas, restoring, planting trees, but it's a ways off. Unfortunately, this job that it's going to start soon, they ran today to do a time, see how long it's going to take for them to go to the job and back. We're supposed to start in October 22, and they had a lot of issues. They had protesting. It's in West Windsor, right? Right here. It's on Princeton Hightstown Road, where old Trenton Road comes in.
I know exactly where it is.
There's a huge farm, I guess, they sold. They're going to put 7 warehouses there. So I could understand why the town's people would be up in arms because of the amount of traffic flow they're going to have now. But supposedly they got everything squared away and it's going to go.
So now, did you come up with a route for the trucks to take as to minimize
Our
disruption in town?
route that we have.
Okay,
That's
well,
the only way they
You come out of Pine Hill, you make a left onto Millstone Road,
Millstone and a
you
left
make a
onto
left on the
Sweetman.
Sweetmans, head out to 527, make a left onto 33.
Yeah, and then they'll
Or
take
if you want to go
33
to 195 or something.
133.
okay, so we're going to stick to that plan.
That's
That's the route.
that's his plan, that's what
Okay.
he has to do.
Because you remember a couple of years, they were going down Millstone Road against your wishes and against the
Yeah.
truck traffic route. And we had a lot of residents and parents complain that they're flying down Millstone Road when they're dropping off kids at the school. Can't have that.
That
So
was
you-
rectified very quickly
No,
by
no,
the state police.
yes, I understand that, but I'm
Yeah.
just reminding
We
you,
don't tolerate it either, because once the code enforcer comes to us and say, hey, this truck, that truck, as long as they have the plate or the truck number, their name, anything like that, because it's all on the ticket. We put down their license plate, the truck number, the company name. We also ask them for their phone number, their cell phone number. So if there is an issue, we can call them right away. And they only have one chance. If they don't abide by the rules, that's it, they're not allowed back.
Well, and.
I don't need the headaches from everybody.
No,
We have enough headaches.
And we don't want the calls from parents that feel, it's an unsafe, situation,
I don't
so.
blame them. I don't want no truck going down the road 40, 50 miles an hour, and there's a school bus with a bunch of kids trying to get off or whatever.
Exactly, and people making turns and stuff. So I don't think that's gonna be a problem in the day of, technology and everybody's got cameras and stuff. It's very simple to grab it and, notify us, and that's what they've been doing. So as soon as we know, we're gonna let you know.
One of the problems I've noticed when I've talked to some of these drivers, they said, well, the GPS told me to go this way. I don't think they're using the proper GPS, because they have one that's specifically for trucks, for low bridges, light bridges, stuff like that. So if they're just using the basic, what do you call it?
Ways or whatever.
Ways and stuff like that, it's gonna send them,
The close.
The shortest route.
Shortest route.
I thought you used to have a sign when you're leaving your property, like there's, no right turn on Millstone Road or something like that, yeah.
well, we used to
Or don't
have-
turn left on Pine Hill even.
When
to
you
start
come out
with,
of
yeah.
our pit, there's a sign that I put up, says no left turn.
Yeah.
And then we spent, I don't know, it was like $600 to have a map that actually has the route they have to take. Plus, we spent the money and got flyers, and it's in 2 different languages, English and then Spanish. So there's no excuse.
I have not heard of any problems recently.
Yeah. But no,
Regarding
we
that.
stay on top of that. I don't, I have a company that sweeps. When the road is messed up, they come at the end of the day between 2:30, 3 o'clock. Sometimes they're a little later, but, but they do, we have somebody that's regular
Okay.
that I call. So, and this job here, they're gonna supposedly supply a sweeper. So if they do wanna run in the rain, they're responsible for cleaning the road.
Okay. Thank you.
Like I said, we're gonna get together with Matt and see what else he needs from us, and then we're gonna discuss about what we can do with the road to make it better,
Okay.
for everybody.
Yeah, and let's do that sooner than later.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
then the next township committee meeting is July 17th, which coincides with the
17th.
permit, yes.
Yeah, right, okay.
I'm sorry, did you want to say something else?
Yeah, if I may. I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of
You'll
things.
gotta
that
give
are
your name
up
and
in the air.
address
Your name and
I'm
address
sorry.
again?
It sounds like there are a lot of things that are up.
Your name and address again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Anthony Lombardino, 14 Holtman Place.
Thank you.
Sorry. There are a lot of things that are up in the air with Buck Mining. Patching that road is not an option. The underlayment of the road is coming apart. I mean, that has to be paved and paved properly. That's my input.
At one point, he said, that mill and pave would be the proper
Right.
way, but then,
Yeah. And also, if it's up for sale, there's uncertainty about it. I just want the committee to keep in mind, that's a residential area. I mean, I know that Buck Mining, I think the mine preceded the residential development, but development was approved. And so, whatever is put in that place in the future, if it opens onto Pine Hill Road, we have to keep in mind that that is a residential area, and it has to be thought about that way. Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's supposed to be a park. That'd be wonderful. That's what our intentions are. We've been in contact with the,
Are you gentlemen done with the public portion?
yeah.
Yeah.
no,
Okay.
it's-
All right. I'd like to close the public portion, please.
8:50?
That sounds great.
Thank you.
No problem.
Take care.
And I'd like a motion to adjourn, please.
I'll move it.
Thank you. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Time out.
8:50. And I do just want to remind, we do not have a meeting